All right, here we are at our 2005 Cobalt 24SX. This is a very unique Cobalt model with, I would hesitate to call it a center console, but you'll see the helm is located in the center of the boat. You'll see that momentarily whenever I climb in the cockpit. We're here for our video walkthrough tour. You will be able to find the current asking price of this one at our website, which is www.yournewboat.com. We won't mention those in the video tours because those will often change until a listing is sold. And this is a motivated seller, so you might keep an eye on this one because the price may just trend downward until it is sold. This is a low-hour boat, and it does need a few things. We're going to point all those things out to you. This is powered by the Volvo Penta 5.7 GXI V8 inboard-outboard engine with a dual prop Volvo Outdrive. And low hours. We've got like 211 hours on this one at the time of this video. We've got a wake tower with the tower mount Bimini top overhead. One set of board racks is installed. It's a swivel board rack, and there's also a rack for the other side for your wakeboards. Now I also want to point out that this trailer that it is sitting on is not included with the sale. It's not even negotiable. This is somebody else's trailer, and it was just used so we could get this out of the water and get cleaned up. But it is going to be here on Norris Lake, beautiful freshwaters of Norris Lake, Tennessee, even though you do see Texas registered. This boat was originally purchased down in Austin, Texas, and was moved up by the owner of the boat when they relocated to the East Tennessee area. And it has since been transferred over to Tennessee registration. It just does not have the updated TN numbers on there. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and climb on in. Again, it's a 2005 Cobalt 24SX. And again, www.yournewboat.com is where you're going to find all the contact information for us, and the current asking price, and the full list of features on this one. We're going to try to cover as much as we can in the video, although we sometimes do make mistakes, and that's just because we're human. It's nothing intentional. So verify everything on our website. It's going to be the most accurate information there. This is rated for 15. And as you can see, the giant sun lounge here on the back part of the boat is in need of being reupholstered. So that's part of why you're going to see this one aggressively priced. We've got a small little pull-out shower right here off the transom, as well as a swim platform stereo remote, a little two-step drop-down swim boarding ladder as well. I like the walk-through here because this will save wear and tear on your upholstery whenever that gets reupholstered. There's also snap-in carpet that's going to be included with this one. So there's that swivel board rack. There is one for the other side, and it's just stowed away right now. Again, the Bimini top overhead. Before I go too far, I do want to point out that this headrest back here, it might take two hands, bear with me here. Okay, that's going to tilt forward, give you a little bit of a reclined headrest, and then we'll also go a little bit farther than that and give you a full-on sun lounge, so you can have your choice of positioning there. Go ahead and raise that all the way up. Got it dual batteries with the battery switch, and that is a 12-volt powered air pump, or air compressor for your water toys. Those batteries were new in last year in 2018. Got, I believe I counted 11 cup holders. We have a Sony stereo with 6 speakers. All those speakers pass function tests. We got tilt steering wheel here at your helm, and this also has Wakeboard Pro Perfect Pass. So that is essentially a cruise control for all you riders out there. You can set what speed you would like to be pulled, and all you do is push the throttle forward. That thing takes over just like cruise control in a car and does everything else. Now we've got a Garmin mount here in the just to the left center of your helm area. That Garmin is no longer available, but it's, you know, it's essentially pre-wired for one because transducer is on the transom, and you've got all the wiring and plugs there. Rest of your engine instrumentation is going to be drive trim gauge, fuel gauge, battery voltmeter. That's that Wakeboard Pro Perfect Pass. Engine tachometer, engine temperature, and engine oil pressure. I also have a depth finder and air and water temperature gauge. Here is a driver stereo remote. There's also the swim platform remote. And bilge and your blower all passed function testing. Navigation lights are not working. Interior courtesy lights are working. And one of the two docking lights works. Now you also see a switch there for a powered engine hatch and captain's call. This boat does not have those features though. They put that panel in at the factory, even if the boat may not have that option. So here's your small little glove box. That is a Sony Explode AM FM CD changer stereo. Again, two stereo remotes, one here and one swim platform, and that's also satellite ready. I kind of had to hold that little glove box. That needs some screws put back in. And then that's a pair of those 11 stainless cup holders. Now before I flip up the bolster there, I want to show you that this passenger seat has a removable backrest position, so you can use that either direction. And then both your driver's seat and your passenger seat have those bolsters. Swivel captain's chair as well. Raise that bolster up. We've got a self-draining cooler right over here. Got some bumpers stowed away in there right now. Additional storage space under this one. That is where the carpet's rolled up and stowed away. That carpet is showing some age. Some of that rubber backing starting to peel off. Just full disclosure there. So now we've got a walk through to the bow area right here. There's that windshield, and then I also want to point out we've got a wind block that will fold into place right there. And then of course that windshield can fold back over for those cooler weather days or evenings. Got a nice roomy bow area, 4 cup holders, 2 stereo speakers up here, 2 of 6. Again, all those speakers pass function testing. This center cushion is removable, which is very handy when using this as a step to keep you from stepping on that seat. And then a large anchor storage locker. That anchor chain and rod is all going with this. Pair of cleats, that's a waste pump out right there, and waste pump out is because we've got a small little head compartment right under the helm. It's actually quite large. Got a little upholstered seat right here, little storage netting. And that Porta-Potti, now I also want to point out that Porta-Potti is on basically a track where it would slide forward for whenever you need to use it as a head. And that track is just rusted over. Obviously, so that bilge has had some water in the past, and it's rusted up that track. So that track would need to be replaced in order to use that the way that it was designed. Carbon monoxide detector in here, and then your CD changer is right there. I don't know if you can see that. It can be located right here. Bit of mildew showing on the upholstery in this compartment. That's very easy to happen if you throw anything down there wet and close the door. It's going to create some mildew. Those compartments are not the best ventilated. You want to make sure everything's dry before you close that hatch. Just want to point out this storage cushion is on a hinge, and this one is removable. So head on back. I'll close this windshield behind me, and let's raise our engine hatch before we step off the boat and do one more walk around up close and personal. So here's that Volvo Penta V8. This is a 5.7 fuel injected V8 inboard outboard engine. Again, dual batteries, battery switch. We've also got our hour meter right here. It's currently showing 211.6 engine hours on there, so we'll probably list that as 212. We've got a small freshwater freshwater tank just below that. It's probably about a 10-gallon tank. We should have that listed at our website. And let's see, we've got a removable table stowed over here. I have not found the table mount, so there's a table but no mount. And that's probably gonna wrap up things on the interior here. This seat cushion also right here is showing some wear on it. I want to point that out for you. This would be where that mount would go for that table. This is also where a secondary ski pylon would pop up. That is what you want to use for pulling tubers. You don't want to pull the tubers off the tower. Only skiers and wakeboarders should be towed off the tower. Freshwater fill back here. That is your spot for your anchor light to be mounted. And again, here's that swim platform remote here. Extended swim platform. Keeps that dual propped Outdrive tucked under there. Of course, it's trimmed up right now. And there's that 2-step swim boarding ladder. So, port side of the boat, we need to point out a few things. We've got some blistering in the hull where this was left in the water for a better part of a year. So that will happen when they're in the water without bottom paint on them. A few little scratches here and there. And we just had this buffed out, and so what is here is probably not going anywhere, and missing part of 2 of the letters on that cobalt plate right there. So we've got some blistering mainly down this side right here. All those little bubbles there, it looks like water drips. It's not. That is just a hull blister, and it goes to about right there. A few little scratches, some very light oxidation here. This one cleaned up pretty nicely. A few little marks I'll try to get close on, and then now those spots right there are just the wax residue. They wiped right off. A little bit of an underlay mark right there. Of course, this is also reflecting really well, so I'm not sure how well some of this stuff's going to show. And that looks like an area, again, that's wax residue right there. That just wiped right off. But there are some scratches right in here, very light scratches, only noticeable if you get really up close. Again, that's more wax residue right there. And here's a small little mark right there. Looks like about it. Now we do also have some wear up here near your bow plate, just above this stainless bow plate. We've got some marks where it's gotten into a dock right in here. Okay, a few more blisters on this side of the hull, right in there. And I'll get you a close look down this side. Now we do have access to trailers. So if you need this boat to be not on Norris, we can work with you. We've got some transportation options. Just trying to wipe off this wax residue so you could see what was here. A little bit of blisters right down through here. And I don't see a whole lot more on this side of the boat. But yeah, we do have contacts for transporting. If you're wanting to take this somewhere other than the Norris Lake, reach out to us. We'd be happy to put you in touch with the right people or get you a quote on having it transported to lake your choice. Or we can get you a new trailer at our cost. Cost on a trailer for this size boat is going to be up over $5,000 though. There's that dual prop Outdrive. We got a little bit of a ding on one of these blades on this stainless dual prop. All right, I think that's just about got everything. Again, you're going to want to visit our website to contact us. And again, we don't mention the asking price on the video tours because those will often change. You got to click over to www.yournewboat.com. You'll see that orange lettering. Click the Find Your New Boat button. That's going to show you everything in our inventory in order of price. And all you got to do is scroll down until you get to the 2005 Cobalt 24SX. This is a nice boat for Norris with this big, deep V with that helm in the center of the boat. It's going to feel very responsive, especially with that dual propped Outdrive. Got the extended platform, the wakeboard tower overhead. This can be a very versatile boat. Can hold the crowd, but rated at 15. course, once you make it to our website, you'll be able to reach us by phone, by text, or by email, whatever's the most convenient for you. But if you do call us on the phone and get our voicemail, please leave me a detailed message. I'm often in areas without cell phone reception. If you don't leave a message, I'll have no idea that you called. Let me know which listing you're looking at, what questions you have. That way, whenever I get back in touch with you, if I happen to miss you, I can leave all those answers for you on your voicemail, save a little bit of phone tag. Also need to point out there was some, something was put on that windshield, and it did not all come off, so that is also there as well. Maybe some goo gone to take that off, but might also hurt the finish of that windshield. So right about now, you'll probably see the yournewboat.com logo pop up in the top right hand corner of the screen, and if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is the link that will do so, and that will notify you of any new listings that comes available in our area here in East Tennessee, mainly on Norris Lake. Could be runabouts like this. Sometimes it's pontoons, tri-toons, houseboats, floating cabins, and more. Thank you again for joining us, and invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.